Ready? Favorite memory from this year?
Oh shoot. I know in my senior spotlight I said like winning, what's it called? Powder Puff, Float Building, and Iron Man, because like our boys, we had little faith in them, and then the fact that they just killed it and we got that 3 dubs, that was pretty good for me.
The sophomores will say, the sophomore boys will say that we cheated, but we
Yeah, I
definitely
know.
won Iron Man. We definitely.
Wait, you tell me yours. Oh, wait, is it gonna be sub-state?
See, I was thinking that either sub-state or probably like the first day of school for me. Remember how terrible it was?
No.
What even? I forget everything that happened. Oh, remember I had to go all the way up to NICC to get my textbook?
Oh yeah, and then they
I
charged
was
you
I
from,
was
yeah.
like 3 days, or I was not 3 days. I was like 3 hours late to the first day of school. I got pulled over. I drove from Kelmer, West Union, back to Kelmer, back to Decatur. And I called my mom and I was like bawling, crying.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. Like, what a great start to senior year. I should have known that the way it started, it was going to have a terrible ending, but.
I don't remember the first day, honestly. I don't even remember my schedule for semester, do you?
I remember homecoming, first day of school, and that's about it. I don't know. What's a memory from freshman year that you'll hold on to forever?
Was the Regan in the window thing freshman year?
Yeah, I think that was freshman year.
So when we were in Miss Gritzner's science class, and Regan was in the back of the room, and this was before the remodel, so he just climbed out that little window in the back while she was like helping a student, and then he was like on the roof, and then he came back in, and she had no idea, and the only thing that made her mad was you laughing so loud because she was trying to help a student, and you were laughing so loud, and she never knew that Regan just climbed out onto the roof until I told her like last year.
What did she say?
About him climbing onto the roof?
Yeah.
Just like, oh, I didn't really notice. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, obviously you did
She was
it.
kind of surprised at first though too. She was like, out of that window? So, not your cell phone. What 3 things did you never forget to bring to school, and why?
Especially like this year, my backpack, my computer, and coffee from Treats. Every day. Some days I mix in like a scone, but always coffee, Warrior Mocha, every day. Definitely a lot of money down the drain, but
Yeah.
yeah. It will have a special place in my heart.
I got coffee for you like at least 3 times, which isn't a lot like compared to every day, but
We can't forget all the times that I've brought your cookie dough shake to you though at work. So
I know
yeah.
I needed those cookie dough shakes.
Yes. So if you could go back in time, what would you say to freshman self?
This one's hard. Probably to take more college classes, or like try and figure out what I want to do after high school sooner, so that I could start focusing on those college classes and knock them out before college, because I didn't know what I wanted to do until like this year. So I only have like 2-3 college classes under my belt. So yeah. In your high school days, what was your favorite TV show or movie?
Either One Tree Hill or The Vampire Diaries. Never forget,
OG.
never forget what was it? Freshman, sophomore year. I was at state speech and I was all you guys staying in a hotel. I was rooming with Tess Hilgerson and
Christy.
Everhart. I watched the finale from my hotel room, and I was FaceTiming you and Danielle and Zoe and Maddie. You guys were all watching it at Zoe's attic, and we cried together, had lots of cries and laughs. And I just remember Tess and Christy thought I was
You got bullied so hard.
Yeah.
I just remember Christy like shouting, she's like, I don't understand.
Exactly. Then Mrs. Yonda held it against me too. She still brought up, she's like, remember when we went to the state speech and you had to watch the TV show? And I'm like, yeah.
It was a like show finale. Like, it was so sad.
The saddest part of it all is literally the last song. What is it? Like Hold On?
Hold on.
Yeah. And they like go through how everyone's doing and like the school, the donations, and then it's like Joe's like ghost is like watching over a lark and her kids, and the waterworks just started down.
Yeah, we sometimes watch it to cry.
Like Mr. Bergen when his last night when he had his going away party. Kira,
yeah, we wrote him a letter, and then you came over and we cried.
We and we're just like, we really want to just like cry it all out. What are we gonna do? Put on TVD series finale and cry it out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and then writing him the letter.
And then
do we drop it off at his house? That was so sketchy.
That was really sketchy. And then he texted us like on his way to the airport because we didn't even know if he got it. Like he wasn't gonna say anything. So I'm like, Mom, like you gotta like tell Mrs. Bergen to like tell him we left him letters. And he finally texted us and was like, I got them and I'm reading them at the airport.
Mine was funny. I had a tear on mine. I dripped a tear on it.
And then you circled it right here. I feel for you.
I'm funny. What can I say?
Oh, okay. I have the next question. If you could change one like school rule, what would it be?
Oh God. Oh, wearing hats indoors. Like I get it's kind of like respectful, but then also like colleges don't have any rule against that, and like sometimes my hair just is not looking too good. You just need a hat to cover it all up. I had those insecurities.
Yeah.
Wait, you have a good one. What's yours?
Oh, I was gonna be like, watch Netflix.
Yeah, if they would take the ban off that would be nice.
I feel like it would be like it should be like a privilege. Like if you have all your homework done, like why can't you? Instead of like they always yell at you in the library for talking. So like you would be people if they're watching their show or like a movie, you don't talk to others. So like I feel like it should be like a privilege.
But also like, do you remember 2 grades above us, like my brother's grade and like Ariel and Gavin, they had Minecraft because they did well on their testing, but we never had that opportunity.
No.
To like have like oh, if you score this high and you like do good, you can have a app, like any app you want, and they never did that for us.
And I also feel like kind of like with the whole cell phone thing where they were like, oh, like I definitely agree with like last year talking, and then they changed it this year, but they were talking like I agree, like you gotta learn like when you can be on your phone, when you can't, especially like in college, because basically like what you put into it, you get out of it. So I feel like people who really want to like get their work done, they'll get their work done, and then they could do something like watch movies or something.
Yeah.
It's a good like lesson and skill to acquire. But
yeah, and just have their work done on time and not mess around. Do you have a childhood toy that you refuse to give up? If so, what is it and why is it special to you?
You definitely know what it is. So I have a blanket that I've had ever since I was little. And my dad told me when I was 15, he's like, Hannah, when you turn 16, you cannot drive until you get rid of it. Well, I'm currently 17 and I still have it. So the next thing he said, you cannot go to college till you get rid of it. I might take it to college. I might get rid of it because the other day, like it's so like tattered, like the like
It
main
has holes in it.
the main
Literally,
part of
that is
it is
big.
okay, but like the holes, I put my fingers through them at night and I lay it onto my like side of my head, and it's just like that's how I sleep. I can't help it. Slept like that forever. But the other day, the holes part of it like completely tore off from the rest of the blanket. So I have my string of holes with my other blanket, and they're two separate things now. So so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to throw it out, get a
You
new.
just like stitch it up. Let's see those sewing skills, Hannah.
From Mrs. Walls, honestly, she taught me lots of good sewing tips.
Oh my gosh, I
I
want to see you sew.
X's in middle school.
Yeah,
I just
look
remember
at that.
boys enjoying that so much.
Wait, was that the one where we made the pillowcases?
Yes,
I was so into pillowcase making. I went home and I bought my own fabric and I made another one.
I think I.
I don't know why, but I was like, I know how to make a pillowcase. Want one?
I remember telling my grandma, I was like, my grandma Erickson, because she sews a lot. And I was like, Grandma, guess what I did in school? And she was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So then for Christmas that year, she got me more material to make more. She's like, you're a pro now. Like, you can come out here, do it whenever. I'm going to put it in your project box. Never did it.
She's probably taking your material by now.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. But favorite staff member or who's had like the biggest impact on you at Central?
Okay, this is hard because I have like so many favorite
If you could
staff
like give
members.
it to like top three.
Top three, I would say Mrs. Bergen, Miss French, and Mrs. Benty. But then, like, I would have to go with Mrs. Bergen just because I don't know. Like, I've had her longer, I guess, as a teacher, I think, and then also, she gives me food, and I'm basically like her best friend. Not to brag or anything.
Who provides food to
She,
me?
she does provide food. So, if you become a junior or senior and you're looking for a SOS, pick Mrs. Bergen. She'll give you food and gum.
She's got chips. She's got protein bars. She's got gum.
She's
She's
got oatmeal cookie sandwiches.
she's got everything you want, honestly.
Yeah.
Like you
And
didn't
then,
have breakfast, Mrs. Bergen's got you.
yeah. And then like Mrs. Bergen basically like not introduced me to reading, like I already enjoyed reading, but like she really helped I'd say our grade a lot. She helped our grade a lot because like if we found a book online or like heard about a good book, we would go to her and she would get the book for us. Like no hesitation. She would order them for us, keep them in her library. And now her library is like so full of like all the books that we had her order.
Did you read the I Hunt Killer series?
No, I always wanted to, but they were always checked out.
You need to read them now, but during the summer, because I was the one. I just found it randomly in a Barnes and Noble. I read it and I loved it so much. I showed Mrs. Bergen. She started reading them. She loved them, so she bought all of them. I showed Mrs. Patinod. I showed my mom. I showed Zoe, Danielle, Claire, literally everyone, just because I found this one book. And honestly, highly recommend that series. Go I Hunt Killers.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna bring my cat up here for a minute.
Okay, Kira, ask me who my favorite staff member is.
Okay, Hannah, who's your favorite staff member?
Mrs. Healy is my best friend. So the uh first semester senior year, I took pre-employment strategies with her, and it was just me, Michael, Aaron, Regan and Drake and me. And so I was the only girl. And so I got ganged up on a lot, especially by Mrs. Healy. Like you'd think the boys would gang up on me, but no, Mrs. Healy. Um, but she'd make up because she would always be like, Hannah, you're such a good student. She'd just like make me feel good. You know what I mean?
How was they ganging up on you?
Because, oh, Mrs. Healy, sometimes she'd be like, Hannah, why are you yelling at me? And I'm like, I'm not yelling. And she'd be like, you're not doing anything. You need to get to work. And I'm like, look at my computer. It would just be like, there'd be some days where she would just be like, Hannah, you bad student. And the other days,
You bad student.
and she'd be like, Hannah, you are the best student. You just get things done. You're just so diligent. And she's just the best. I also, if I ever had a bad day, could just go in and talk to her. And she'd always make fun of me because I would bring coffee every day because I had first and second period.
I feel like you're going to have health problems maybe later on in life.
No. I will get the most caring and nicest person award because I legit brought Mrs. Healy coffee one day. I think I brought it maybe once or twice. I don't remember. I brought her coffee because I know her favorite coffee.
Wait, I have to go back to the Mrs. Bergen thing just because so she would let us check out books, right? And she would let us check them out over the summer.
Yeah.
So the summer going into 7th grade year, like our last time with her in 6th grade, I checked out probably 6 or 7 books from her. I have gradually, over the years, been giving them back. Some of them I read and finished and gave them to her. Some of them she requested back because other students wanted to read them. But I still have one of her books, and I read it, and I am going to wrap it up. And if this corona is ever over, I'm going to give it to her at my graduation.
Wow.
And a little present.
That's
her
great.
own book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thoughtful.
Yeah. Kira, what is your favorite sports memory?
Oh gosh.
When you had your heart disease.
That was not a fun time.
Oh, we were so sad.
Yeah, this year I haven't been able to do a full sport. Because at the beginning of volleyball, heart disease, basketball, I kind of quit. Track ended because of the Rona. Golf ended because of the Rona.
We probably won't have swim team.
Yeah, so it's just been an unfortunate sports year. But my favorite memory. I wouldn't say I have like one specific, more like our volleyball team meals with Mr. Bergen and like with Holly, helping out and planning all those fun activities. Like we did like the tissue box and the ping pong balls, and then like that thing where we had to like look you in the eye, and then we had to do like the 1, 2, 3, like I don't know why, but that was so funny. And then like just all the chocolate milk we consumed. It was a lot.
A lot.
Like we had to tell every parent that was bringing a drink like at least 2 gallons of chocolate milk every team meal every Monday. Yeah. And we drank them all.
I have like 2. So either freshman year, when we beat NFV in the conference tourney, that was probably one of the best sports memories, or like either sub-state game junior or senior year, especially senior year. There was a ton of people in a bigger gym than Beckman, but there was a ton of people. That was awesome. But top sports memory, when my mom got ejected from the game. She got 2 technicals, then got ejected. I got a technical. Sarah Harris almost got ejected as a fan.
What
And
year was that? That was like 6th grade or like 5th
no,
grade.
that was 8th grade.
Was it?
Yes.
For volleyball or basketball?
That was basketball.
I thought it was later or earlier than that. When
No.
Haley helps coach, Haley Schrader.
No, this was 8th grade.
Oh yeah. I remember I told Haley, I was like, put me in. I just want to plow these girls over. And she was.
Yeah. And then I got a technical because the guy literally knew I was the guy or my mom's daughter because I looked like her. And it's so ironic because the girl, like, I tipped the ball from her and like it went out of bounds and I was like, ref, like, what? And he's like, hey. Well, the girl that was there, I ended up being teammates with her this year. So it was really weird. And the thing is she didn't remember my mom getting ejected, me getting a technical because of her, and not remember any of that. So it was funny, but yeah.
I thought you were gonna say junior year Gladbrook Rhinebeck.
Oh, that too. Kira, tell me about that again, because that's funny.
Okay, so what? They had the ball. No, we had the ball. We had the ball. And I like went to drive in and I got tripped up over everyone and
Yeah.
I fell down. And then everyone just books it back when they get the ball. And then you get a steal like just over half court. And I was like just getting up and I was down in the basket waiting for you to give it to me. The best cherry pick of all time.
We have a joke now. We're like, Kira's the cherry picker.
I know. That's what I do.
Because Lizzie Gifford thought I was passing her the ball. She jumped for it.
I know. I want that tape on the internet, honestly, because that was funny.
Going back,
like, what?
I looked on your old Instagram account. This picture, I'm just gonna
Oh my
read
god.
from my favorite sports memory. New achievement: 2 coach technicals, 1 coach ejection, 1 fan almost ejected, 1 player technical. Good game central. Hashtag what side.
Wait, I posted that?
On your old account.
Oh my god.
You remember when we were 8th graders? Yeah, 8th graders, and we beat Don Bosco at their homecoming.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
honestly, that was a time too.
Was that 8th grade? Oh yeah, it definitely was. And then Sam Nemechek scored a touchdown. And we were sitting right at the end zone. And I thought he was gonna keep running and plow us over.
I know.
Oh my god, that was the best moment ever.
That was really good. Wow, so many good memes. What has been your favorite school lunch over the years?
Okay, wait. This is kind of a hard one because it's like back before Michelle Obama. Like before her, like no hate to her, okay, you go girl. But she messed up our beautiful lunches. I loved every single lunch before her. Like those big cinnamon rolls that took up like half the plate. Or like was it the pumpkin bars? Those things were huge.
Before
Okay.
they used to be like thick, and now they're like.
I know. And then yeah, those are what I can remember from before her. But now I would say the spicy chicken fajitas are still my favorite because I love the spicy chicken is really good. Or I used to love the chicken patties. I still like those. I honestly like school lunch. I ate it every day and I ate everything. So I'm not complaining about school lunch at all. Okay, finish the sentence. I could not live without.
I could not live without prairie runs with my friends. Either it's whether to go to Culver's, Dunkin', McDonald's, and go through the drive-through at least 5 times within an hour, at least. Go get
And then the guy looking at
Oh yeah.
Going through the drive-through like 3 times and then having all the different workers notice that you're back.
And every time you like pay to give them money, like you have a different person there, and they just keep rotating.
And then he goes, have a good night again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Paco.
Oh, recently, so Kira and I went to go get Mexi, but we had a Mexi date in my car. Um, so I called ahead and I was like, "Hey Paco," or Kira called ahead like, "Hey Paco, can we get our usual?" And he knows our orders because he's always our waiter when we like go to sit in before Rona
We go once a week.
once a week.
No joke.
It's never Wednesdays. Like no offense to women who Harry's your place, but like we just love to see Paco.
It's
Paco
usually our Monday. Usually Monday.
and he just knew it was us. And usually, especially during Rona, they don't give you chips and salsa, but he gave us chips and salsa, and he gave us our own 2 salsas. Like that's something I'll never forget.
I know. Paco's our boy. We always chit chat with Paco.
Yeah, remember that one time when I asked him if he would buy stuff for me for the Spanish club?
Yeah. You asked if you would buy cookie dough from you.
He told me he would.
I know you never brought it in.
No.
Okay, yeah, but okay, if you guys ever go to Acapulco, I still don't know what it's called.
We don't know
But
how to.
it's by the China Buffet, it's by Walmart. It is the best Mexican restaurant, okay? And our boy Paco will take great care of you. Just here's our Yelp review, 10 out of 10, do recommend.
Do recommend.
I had to say that.